You've been rolling around, shouldn't roll it up. Let her roll it up. Break it down like a punch, she would never us. She would never us. That's the real on the real, are you serious? How you feel, how you feel? Used to trip off that shit I was kicking to you. Had some fun on the round, though, I'll give it to you. But baby,
What is one toxic trait you learned about yourself during your spiritual healing?
That I'm not finna let it go. Nope. I'm not finna let it go, and it's the principle. I'm working on it. I truly am. I'm not there yet. Sorry.
What is one toxic trait you learned about yourself during your spiritual healing?
Okay, so not only is what she just said one of mine, but another thing that I do is run. I feel confused. I run. I feel like you have the potential, or the situation has the potential to hurt my feelings. I'm gonna run. Block. I'll do anything to get myself the fuck up out of the situation. Even if it hurt me to do so, I am willing to walk totally out of your life and let you do so as well. Without saying anything, explaining myself, letting you explain yourself, I will, honey, a ghost. Ghost. Another thing that I have an issue with is if you can't see how you make me feel, honey, I'm a spaz. I'm a blow the fuck up. Like, because I'm explaining it, I'm being calm, and you still don't get it, I'm like, wow! That's my initial response. I need to stop doing that.
What is one toxic trait you learned about yourself during your spiritual healing?
Forgiveness, because you have to forgive them to forgive yourself while you're healing, but you allow them to trigger the fuck out of you.
What is one toxic trait you learned about yourself during your spiritual healing?
I will play dumb at the expense of my sanity. So I'm overly self-aware. Like, I may not know why I'm doing something, but I know what I'm doing, and I can call myself out. And me knowing that knowledge is power, and that being like a deep-seated moral, or maybe like connect to my soul, like I will purposely not learn something, look the other way, not engage with something, understanding that once I know about it, I'm gonna have to take action, or I'm gonna have to change something, or I'm gonna have to grow in some way. So if the option to grow is over there and I'm terrified of it, like, I'll be like, oh, that's nice. That's a very nice prop there, but definitely not gonna take interest in it. And it's something I'm working on, but honesty.
First and foremost, I want to say happy anniversary to me because I am 1 year divorced. Okay, so my toxic trait that I learned about myself is that being alone is not so bad. Not talking to people is not so bad. Because, you know, I don't have to keep up with other people's bullshit. Like, on a day-to-day basis, I literally only talk to my sister, and that's okay. Because you know what? You know what I figured out? Out of all these years, my sister has never stopped being my sister. Like, she's been there. You know? Even when I refused to play Barbies with her, she was still there for me. So essentially, I have figured out about me that I am okay with being by myself. Nobody fucks with me because there is nobody, you know? I just love that about me. Is that really toxic though, me protecting my peace? Because this feels amazing is the word I'm looking for. Amazing to be, you know, so at peace. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I think I like this one. It's not that I don't like people, it's that I don't need people's bullshit in my life. Y'all should give y'all some of this toxic trait right here, because when I say it's not that bad, loving yourself, needing yourself, providing for yourself, when I say it's not that bad, baby, it's not that bad. I fucking love it. Y'all should get you some.
What is one toxic trait you learned about yourself during your spiritual healing?
I discovered that I have a savior complex or a rescuer complex.
I want to save everyone. I want everyone to love themselves. I want everyone to see the beauty that I see. That only torments me because I'm constantly reassuring and giving out power that I forget to do it to myself. I forget to remind me of my beauty, my power, my love, the self-love I should have. And I've always been so busy making sure people aren't mad at me or making sure no one, feels sad around me. So I had to stop that and do it. And it's so freeing.
What is one toxic trait you learned about yourself during your spiritual healing?
So to anyone that I love, that loves me, this is no hate towards you. I don't know why my brain does this. I have borderline personality disorder and I have ADHD. I'm dyslexic. There's a lot of shit wrong with me. So maybe it's one of their faults, one of them things. But if I don't have an active relationship with someone, like if I don't talk to them at least on a regular basis, I kind of forget they exist. And this is something I discovered during quarantine. I'll go like 2 or 3 weeks without talking to someone, and then I kind of forget everything about this person and every memory I have with these people. And then whenever their name's brought up, it everything comes flashing. I was like, oh my god, yeah, I haven't heard of them in a long time. In reality, it's been like a couple of weeks. My brain kind of processes them as a death. Because there's several times my husband brought up someone, I was like, oh my god, I thought they were dead. It's fucking toxic, I think. You're a psychiatrist. What's wrong with me?
What is one toxic trait you learned about yourself during your spiritual healing?
When I come to an epiphany or a profound thought, I feel the need to explain it to the people around me so that they can understand me more when I'm literally just supposed to be trying to understand myself better. I feel the need to get everybody on the same page as I am, but it's pretty toxic because I can't get anyone on the same page as me when I'm literally in the infant stage of me understanding myself.
What is one toxic trait you learned about yourself during your spiritual healing?
I replaced sadness with anger. And that's because I believe that sadness and things that make me cry and stuff like that deems me as weak. So I replaced it with anger. But I'm learning to let myself feel and work through those emotions as opposed to bottling them up and letting them come out later in bursts of anger. If I gotta go somewhere and get away and just to let myself feel and let myself cry for as long as I need to, I do that. So I'm working on it.
What is one toxic trait you learned about yourself during your spiritual healing?
The first sign of anything that reminds me of my past, I'm cutting them off. It can be the littlest thing. If you did something that somebody in my past did, you gotta go. And I say it's bad because a lot of times it don't even be, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of times, but sometimes it probably don't even be that serious. Or it can be fixed, or it can be discussed, but I'm still quick to just be like, I'm out. I'm working on it though.
This bitch gonna make me.